Hello everyone, my name is Laquan Williams, and today in this video topic I want to talk about the TV show on Fox that's been happening, that we aired, years ago, had 5 seasons, very popular. It was canceled and obviously brought back years later, and that show is Prison Break. So unfortunately, and I'm a huge fan of Prison Break, the shows around that time, House, The Mentalist, around that time, Psych, Community, Chuck, with Zachary Levi, Dexter Morgan, Dexter show. That's going to be coming back with Michael C. Hall, Burn Notice, Leverage, Reaper. A lot of my favorite shows around this time are gone. They're canceled. They're not back. They're not coming back. Unfortunately, Prison Break in 24 got revived and brought back with the same original characters. The main ones playing them, obviously, with Jack Bauer being played with in 24. So in Prison Break, that's different, obviously. So we'll see what happens with that. It's obviously not looking good. Apparently, there will be no season 6. So after the season 5 revival came back a couple years ago, I was excited to see it back because, as you know, Dominique Purcell, and obviously Wentworth Miller, who plays Michael Schofield. They were on DC Legends on the CW. They were Captain Cold and Heatwave. They're on the Flash too. So they were playing superhero villains on the last couple of years, and obviously now that's not the case with Prison Break. The show is not coming back, and they're out. So this is what is said. The release of Prison Break Season 6 is uncertain despite severe fans' demand across the world. Earlier fans were excited, at least as the 6th season was in the process of being made, but the current scenario is totally different. Prison Break star Wentworth Miller had announced over his Instagram saying that he would not return for season 6. The 48-year-old actor who played the role of Michael Schofield has revealed that he would not return to reprise his role, even if Prison Break season 6 comes back. On a related note, I'm out of Prison Break officially, so no more Michael Schofield. If you were a fan of the show hoping for additional seasons, I understand this is disappointing. I'm sorry if you're hot and bothered because you fell in love with a fictional straight man played by a real gay one, Wentworth Miller shared on his Instagram. On the other hand, Dominique Purcell further took to Instagram social media in support of Wentworth Miller and revealed his opinion not to return. For Prison Break Season 6, I cannot persuade, nor would I even attempt to persuade him to betray his truth, so that's it. Season 6 isn't going to happen, and if it does happen, it's not going to happen with myself or Wentworth because I am loyal to Wentworth, Dominique Purcell said in his video. Still, the viewers of Prison Break are keeping their faith on Season 6 series to continue, and series creators on Fox News and having the hope that it's going to happen. Fox Entertainment CEO Charlie Collier recently confirmed that Prison Break Season 6 is not happening. There's no plan right now to revive Prison Break or any other franchises of the other franchises associated with it. I don't know which ones were there because Prison Break's the main one, but anyways. But when the creators come with a story that they think is the right one, is the right time to tell. We are so ready to listen because those are some of the franchises of which I am so proud and feel so fortunate that they're in our stable. Bones, House, Prison Break, they're all gone. 24, I don't see any of them coming back, obviously, again, but we'll see. Revival is most likely going to happen, but I'm just tired of reboots. A lot of people are, and we'll see what happens with that, but if they're not in it, I'm not going to watch it, so we'll see what happens with that. I'm continuing on. This article, which is devdiscourse.com. So, the lovers are curious to know what the creators and writers had in their store for Michael Schofield in Prison Break Season 6. Due to his long duration in prison, the series enthusiasts already have grown with a compassionate hearts for him and want to see him getting back to his wife and kid. He has been away from them for a long time. The series creators know the viewers' demand, and accordingly fans believe he is likely to get a soothing life whenever Prison Break returns with Season 6. The release date of Prison Break Season 6 is not confirmed. Stay tuned. With Dev Discourse to get the latest updates on the television series. So, if it happens, it will be a revival, just like 24 kind of did with Jack Bauer. He was gone at the end, but they can still continue on again with other people. is what they trying to show us. So that's not gonna be the case. It sucks too, but it was nice that Prison Break was back for another season just a couple of years ago. I enjoyed watching it because I was obviously upset. I watched a couple of episodes of Prison Break when it was around, but I didn't watch any full seasons. But I'm glad that it was brought back, just like 24 as well, and just like Dexter is going to be back possibly the end of this year. Dexter Morgan, played by Michael C. Hall. We'll see what happens with that on Showtime. That's going to be the case. It's going to be very interesting. And Kiefer Sutherland, I forgot to mention, he is the actor that plays Jack Bauer. I forgot to mention his name. Yeah, he had 24 brought back, and he was on the show again playing Jack Bauer for one more season after it was off air for like 4 or 5 years, just like Prison Break. Around that time, how they were off air after they had 5-6 successful seasons. So I was glad to see them both back. Unfortunately, lots of these shows get canceled and they never get a chance to come back. So it's nice to see that happening with Community or these shows, Prison Break to 24, Dexter. So to see them come back and still getting additional seasons online or maybe obviously on the networks that they were on was very nice to see that. I mean, American Dad was canceled, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, was it Family Guy? I think no. American Dad was canceled, and then they were brought back for revival. I don't know if Family Guy was too initially on the channel that they were on before they were on Fox or Fox earlier in their career, in their first starting out in the early mid 2000s. But they're all successful and whatnot. But we see what happens when certain shows get canceled, when ratings dip. It just happens, obviously. And sometimes creative differences happen. That's why lots of shows get canceled too, unfortunately, behind the scenes. So we'll see what happens with that. Like I said, no more Prison Break. If they do have it, season 6 this year or the end of this year, and it gets announced, or next year, they're not going to be involved in it. I don't know if they're going to change their mind. I have no idea. We'll see what happens with that. But it's a fun show. It was really cool. I enjoyed it because it was different. And obviously, this past season, season 5, it brought back obviously the memories of watching it when we first came out in the mid 2000s. Obviously, early, around that time, going to 2010, I believe. I'm trying to remember because I only watched a couple episodes, but the whole season 5, I watched the whole thing. I have to catch up on the old seasons, but it was fun, But we'll see what happens with that. Shows being brought back really doesn't happen, but that's the thing with Hollywood. They'll reboot a franchise more than once, like Freddy, Jason, Michael Myers, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Scream, Star Wars. We'll see all types of franchises being rebooted over and over again. Obviously different characters and different people, Batman, Spider-Man, everything. But TV shows, no. Because, it costs more money in certain ways, or they don't feel that they want to do it, or it's necessary. Because obviously fans are happy and excited to see it, and they're like, we don't want to hear it, But it is what it is. Lots of shows that are brought back can be brought back in different ways. You got Amazon TV shows, you got Netflix, you have Hulu, Disney Plus, HBO Max, Showtime, NBC. So there's a lot of different ways that these shows can be brought back. So we'll see what happens with that. I don't know. It's just very unfortunate to think about these shows not coming back at all. So we'll see what happens with that. It's just sad when they get canceled abruptly, and next thing you know, it's not coming back at all. Like I mentioned before with the John Constantine show with Matt Ryan, who plays him on the CW DC Legends show. His show got cut off NBC after one whole season, and that was it. I was like, well, that's it. I didn't think he was going to play Constantine ever again, but obviously we got lucky with the CW picking him up to play him on the Green Arrow and the crossovers on different episodes of Crisis on Infinite Earths. And then obviously, of course, him being a regular cast member now on the DC Legends of Tomorrow show. So we'll see what happens with that. They're on it too, but Dominic Purcell has been on it since the beginning. This is his last season next year in season 7. He said he's gone after that, so we'll see what happens with that. His character, Heatwave, Captain Cold, he left, played by Wentworth Miller. He left about 2 years ago. Yeah, they were on the Flash. Then obviously once they made the DC Legends of Tomorrow show, they were brought on there as main characters and a part of the team, even though they were bad guys on a team with a bunch of heroes. So, and somewhat anti-heroes. So we'll see what happens with that. That's all I have to say about this in regards to Prison Break. Let me know what you have to think about this if you watch the show. Do you hope it's going to come back? And do you think maybe they've changed their mind and they might come back next year? I don't know. We'll see. I hope so. I mean, hopefully when Dexter comes back and some other shows get revived soon, like Dexter Morgan, that people get kind of like, excited to join in on it. I don't know. We'll see. But that's all I have to say about this. Obviously, regards to the subject matter on the TV show Prison Break, 5 seasons, very successful, canceled, but it is what it is. It's just glad that it came back, but I don't know what's the reason why they don't want to come back for one more season, whatnot, or I don't know. It's just things just happen, So we'll see what happens with that. Thank you again for watching. Bye. Thank you.